Welcome to the Chris opens the Evolving Skies pre-release kit. I pre-opened mine because it had such trouble with it last time. So let's get going. Hopefully, all the pre-release promos are pretty good. Ideally, I would want the Galarian Articuno. And I got... Hey, it's the Galarian Articuno. I'm 2 for 2 on guessing my promo, I guess. Alright, so let's open this up first. Okay. Opening ASMR. Okay. Let's see this. Hopefully you can see that. So the ability is, when you put this Pokemon into play from your hand, you may attach up to 2 Psychic Energy cards from your hand as well. So you can power this thing up in 1 turn. And then the attack is discard all Psychic Energy from this Pokemon. This attack does 120 damage to one of your opponent's Pokemon. So it's really good for bench sniping. And then we got Copycat. Copycat is back. Shuffle in and draw as many cards as your opponent has. Emo Incense, look for an evolution card. Bruno again, shuffle in, draw 4. If your Pokemon was knocked out during the last turn, draw 7 instead. Good old Professor's Research. At least I'm getting better supporters so far. Fletchling, draw a card. If you go second and it's your first turn, draw 3 more cards. That's pretty good. And then surprise attack for nothing, really. So we got 3 of those. And Fletchinder, flip coin if it does 20 more damage. It's whatever. And then Talonflame is the big one. During your opponent's next turn, the defending Pokemon can't retreat for 40. And then for 2 energy, 80 plus if this Pokemon has any fire energy attached to it, this attack does 80 more. And we got 2 of those, so that's pretty good. Quick Ball, look for a basic Pokemon, put it into your hand. That's how I'll get my Galarian Articuno. Alistair, draw 3 cards. If you drew any cards in this way, discard up to 3 cards from your hand. I must discard at least 1. Zinnia's Resolve. You can play this card only if you discard 2 other cards from your hand. Draw a card for each of your opponent's bench Pokemon. It's basically the new Erica's Hospitality. Pokekid, just search for a Pokemon. Oh, I got the Zorua line as well. Alright, so Zoroark has a unique ability. Once during your turn, you may choose a Stage 1 Pokemon except for any Zoroark, from my discard pile. If I do, discard this Pokemon and all attached cards and put the chosen Pokemon in its place. So it's basically a way of... It's like Ditto almost, where you had some Ditto with the ability where it would discard itself and replace it with something from your discard pile, from your hand, from your deck. It's a really interesting ability. This time it's on a Stage 1 Pokemon though. And we got 3 of those. And a code card. Alright. So, I mean, those are all colorless attackers as well, so I really can do anything at this point. Alright, and then we got 7 packs to open. Let's get started with that. Oops. Oh no. Come on. I'm going to open this now. There we go. Okay, let's see. We got a white card right away. I'll just leave them the way they are. Alright, so we got a Tentacool, Pumpkaboo, and this is the new way of discarding stadiums. There was Marshadow before, now it's Pumpkaboo. When you play this Pokemon from your hand onto your bench, you may discard any stadium in play. Unlike the Marshadow, though, you can't choose when to do this. You can't just put the Marshadow in play and then discard itself to discard the stadium. You have to play it from your hand in order to discard. Bagon, Love Disc, which is pretty good. Shuffle your hand into your deck, then draw a card for each in your opponent's hand. It's a copycat you can do as an attack. C-Dot. A reverse is our Sharpedo. Switch one of your opponent's bench Pokemon with their active, and during your next turn, this Pokemon can't attack for 120. Alright. Usually Sharpedos have free retreat, though, so that's kind of odd. And a rare is, Galarian Moltres. So, same ability as the Galarian Articuno, but for Dark Energy. And then the attack is 20 plus. This attack does 50 more damage for each prize card your opponent has taken. Not as great in a pre-release because we're only starting with 4 prize cards, but you can still do 120 most of the time. Fire Energy, Elemental Badge. If the Pokemon V this card is attached to has Vaporeon, Jolteon, or Flareon in its name, the attack class is less. That'd be great if I open any of those. Herdier and Spirit Mask. If this Pokemon card is attached to in the active spot and is damaged by an attack from your opponent's Pokemon, even if it's knocked out, your opponent discards a card from their hand. That's alright. It could be annoying. Okay. Sorry if I keep moving my hand farther away from the camera. I have to keep it steady. Alright. Another white code. Alright, so we got Collect on a Woobat. Draw a card. We got Eevee. So V search. Search your deck for up to 3 Pokemon V, reveal them, and put them into your hand. Then shuffle your deck. That's great if I get any V Pokemon. Time Pole with a Mudslap. Cutiefly. Applin. A reverse Pyroar. No, it's not uncommon, okay. Combustion and Ripclaw. Discard an energy from your opponent's attack for 2 energy. That's pretty good. And 70 damage. And the rare is... Rainbow Rare Copycat. Wow, that's pretty. This is the first Rainbow Rare I've opened, I believe. That is nice. I don't know if I'm going to play this in the tournament, though. Or against Hunter, I should say. Wow, that is nice. Okay, and then a Psychic. And then a regular Copycat, of course. That's funny. Ice You. During your opponent's next turn, prevent all damage done to this Pokemon by attacks from basic Pokemon. That could be pretty good if he has a V Pokemon. And then the Rapid Strike Scroll of Flying Dragon. These are the tools that add an attack, but it can only be attached to a Rapid Strike Pokemon, or it can only be used by a Rapid Strike Pokemon, yeah. So you discard 2 energy from this Pokemon. This stack does 90 damage to one of your opponent's Pokemon. That's pretty good. Especially with the new Rayquaza VMAX that's coming out in the set that uses fire and lightning. So you could throw that in just to do some bench damage, bench sniping again. Ooh, we're going to put that right there. That is really nice. I finally pulled something on a pre-release kit. It's been a while. I think these were the packs in it too. Yeah, they were. Alright, so far, not a lot playable stuff, but again, I don't have any colors. Wow, 3 white codes in a row. Alright, let's see, let's keep it going. Alright, so we got a Cutiefly, a Pikachu, of course. Attach an energy from the discard pile to this Pokemon. Electro Ball. I think the Raichu's alright. Applin, Little Pup, Emolga. Emolga's pretty good. Flip coin if its opponent's active Pokemon is now paralyzed. 30 damage for 1 energy and can paralyze. That's pretty good in a pre-release, and it has free retreat. And reverses Ampharos. So the big uncommon card in this set is Flaffy, so because that has the Dynamortar ability. This Ampharos is same thing as Emolga, but 40 damage. And then the attack is Electron Crush 100 plus. You may discard 3 lightning energy attached from this Pokemon. If you do, attack does 120 more, so you can do 220. That'll knock out your basic V Pokemon mostly. And a rare is Wishy-Washy. It's a rare. Okay. If this Pokemon has 3 or more water energy attached to it, it gets 150 more HP. And then, so bring it up to 180 as a basic Pokemon non-V. Okay. This attack does 30 more damage for each basic energy attached to this Pokemon. So you'd be doing 120 with the 3 water energy attached to it. That's pretty good. I think the Vaporeon V combos well with this card because it says search your discard pile for a water Pokemon, put it into the discard pile, or put it onto your bench, and attach 3 energies to it from the discard pile as well. So it's a good way to revive Wishy-Washy. Metal Energy, Nuzleaf, another Ice-U, and Skiploom. When you attach an energy from your hand to this Pokemon, during your turn you may search your deck for a card that evolves from this Pokemon and put it onto this Pokemon to evolve it. Then shuffle your deck. So you can evolve Skiploom right away. And then the Jumpluff has a good ability and attack. I believe it can attack twice or something like that, and then the attack does 60 damage for like a grass energy. So if I get a Jumpluff, I could definitely see myself playing it. Oh my goodness, 4 white codes in a row. I don't think I ever get this lucky. Okay, we got a Flabébé, a Roggenrola, Psyduck, Swablu, Seedot, a reverse Fletchling, so I have another Fletchling I can play. Another Talonflame I can play, that's nice. How is this a white code pack? Huh. Wasn't a holo in it. That's weird. Did they change the code things? Huh. But another Talonflame's good. Water Energy. Ribbon Badge. So if the Pokemon V this card is attached to a Sylveon in its name, it is knocked out by damage from an opponent's attack. From that player takes 1 fewer prize card. So it's life due, but only for Sylveon V. Xylos. Oh, that's cool. They have a little like Claw Slash up here by the Dragon type. Another Zinnia, so that's good. Be able to draw more cards. It's always good in a pre-release. Huh. So they must have changed the code structure. So I haven't been getting that lucky. I've been not paying attention, I guess. So this one should be... Oh, this is a green one. Maybe they messed up because it's a pre-release. Okay, so a Tentacool, a Hoppip, so got another piece of that Jumpluff. Dino, search your deck for a basic Pokemon and put it onto the bench, then shuffle your deck. That's always good if I get a Pokemon V and I want to search it out. This is a good way to do it. Mareep, Wobbuffet. Put damage counters on your opponent's active Pokemon equal to the number of damage counters on one of your benched Pokemon. That's great. If I have a VMAX Pokemon on the bench with a ton of damage counters on it, I can just put Wobbuffet up and put and basically one-shot most things. And it's damage card, so it's not going to be affected by weakness or resistance. But it's still a really interesting card. Dream Ball reverse. You can play this card only if you take it as a face-down prize card before you put it into your hand. Search your deck for a Pokemon and put it onto your bench, then shuffle your deck. So this is search your deck for any Pokemon, doesn't matter, stage 2, VMAX, just put it directly onto your bench. This combos with the supporter card that came out last set that allows you to put 3 cards from your hand and swap them with 3 of your prize cards. So you can actually manipulate so you have a Dream Ball in your prizes. We got another Ampharos. I don't have any Flaffies right now, so can't really play these. Fighting Energy, Crustle. Flip coin if heads. This attack does 60 more damage. It's okay, Grass Attacker. The Sun and Moon Badge. If the Pokemon V this card is attached to is Espeon or Umbreon in its name, whenever your opponent plays a supporter card from their hand, prevent all effects of that card done to this Pokemon. So it basically gives them protection on the bench if your opponent plays Boss Orders or something, if it's a Espeon or Umbreon V. And then Toy Catcher. Switch to your opponent's bench Pokemon that has 50 HP or less remaining with your opponent's active Pokemon. So there's some situations where this will come in handy. It's always good to have a catcher type effect. Okay, second to last one. Might have peaked too early with the copycat. Let's see. Bergmite. Drowsy. That's kind of a cool art of Drowsy. It's got pink and blue. Scraggy. Bagon. Another Woobat. Reverse Drampa. Berserk, 70 damage. If your bench Pokemon have any damage counters on it, this attack does 90 more. For 2 energy, you can do 160 with Drampa. That's pretty good. Then our Hollow is Kyurem. Discard any amount of water energy from this Pokemon. This attack does 60 damage for each card you discarded in this way, and it's 60 times. So that's not ideal for a pre-release event. There's not a lot of ways to attach multiple water energies in a turn. Fire energy. Oh, Stormy Mountains. Once during each player's turn, you may search your deck for a basic lightning Pokemon or a basic dragon Pokemon and put it onto their bench. Then that player shuffles their deck. So this is the new Brooklet Hill, but for dragon and lightning Pokemon, which is the set's like main focus. So with the Rayquaza V and the Flaffy engine. Shelgon. And another ICU. Okay, 3 ICUs now. Well, if Hunter only plays basic Pokemon, which I highly doubt, I'd be in good shape because he's going to have some evolutions in his pre-release pack. Okay, we got another Zorua. Not even going to look at that last pack code. Psyduck. A Rufflet. Another Drowsy. Flabébé. Flapple. This attack does 50 damage for each of your opponent's Pokemon in play that has an ability. So if Hunter does have the Flaffies, and he has like 2 or 3 on his bench, this could do a lot of damage. 150 for 3 Pokemon in play with abilities. And if your opponent's active Pokemon is Pokemon V, this attack does 80 more damage. That's pretty solid. Lilligant is my rare. Flip coin, if heads, your opponent's active Pokemon is now asleep. If tails, the opponent's active Pokemon is now confused. So it looks like I might be building some grass kind of a deck. Special energy. As long as this card is attached to a Pokemon, it provides colorless energy. If you took this card as a face-down prize card during your turn, before you put it into your hand, you may attach this card to one of your Pokemon. So it's kind of like Dream Ball, but it's an extra energy attachment. Digger Gloves. The attacks of this Pokemon card do 30 more damage to opponent's active fighting Pokemon. That's like my only tool card I've gotten. And Palpitoad. So, fighting stage 1 that I could use with Zoroark. Alright. Well, that's all of my packs. I'll be back once I put my deck together. I'm gonna explain the cards that I've played, but let's just look at this again because it's so pretty. Alright, I'll be back. Alright, I'm back. And this is the list I decided to go with. I'm running a 3-2-3 Talonflame line because I got the extra Talonflame. Since Talonflame is a colorless attacker, it does need a fire. Well, it doesn't need a fire energy, but it helps to have the fire energy to hit for 160. Knocks out most stage 2s in this format. I also put in a 2-2 Zoroark line. And Zoroark has the ability that I can get stage 1s back from my discard pile. So I put in 2 stage 1 Pokemon. I put in a Pyroar because I'm already playing fire energy with Talonflame. And that does 70 damage, and I can discard an energy for 2 energy. And then I put in Sharpedo as well. It does 120, and then it can attack on the next turn. So I'm basically put these 2 stage 1 Pokemon in to try to hit for weakness. And then I put in my promo, the Galarian Articuno, just to finish off a game. Just to, in case Hunter retreats to the bench and I need to knock something out. And then to get those Pyroar and Sharpedos into my discard pile, I'm playing 1 Research, 2 Zinnia's Resolve, and Alistair. Those are the ways I'm going to get those into the discard pile. I can also have 2 Evo Incense to search them out and Quick Ball to discard them. 1 Pokekid could also search them out as well. 1 Copycat. I had 2 more, but in this format where everybody has Copycat, you kind of try to keep your hand size as low as possible so your opponent doesn't Copycat. Then I have a Bruno, just good whenever one of my Pokemon gets knocked out, I can shuffle in and draw 7. I didn't get any Raihans, unfortunately, which would have let me attach an energy from my discard pile to one of my Pokemon and then search my deck. Those would have been really helpful. And then a Toy Catcher to maybe bring up an injured Pokemon from the bench because it has the Pokemon on the opponent's bench has to have less than 50 HP remaining. So then I have 5 Fires for the Talonflame and Pyroar, 5 Psychics for the Articuno, 3 Waters just for Sharpedo, and 1 Treasure Energy, because why not? It might be in the prizes, it might be an extra energy attachment. Everything only needs 1 specific energy type, except for Galarian Articuno. So I thought it'd be fun. Some of the cards I was thinking about putting in were the Strampa. I didn't want to play the fighting energy in combination with everything else. Even though it did do 160 if I had something on my bench that was damaged. I just feel like you could play around this too much in a pre-release. Then I also put the Flappled in. Didn't put this in. Again, it could be played around because it's 50 damage times the amount of Pokemon in play with that has an ability. So even if Hunter got the flaffies, he could probably only play one for the whole game and be okay. And then the fighting tackle, it's only really good if he has a Pokemon V, which he might, I don't know. But 80 damage, it could have fit in here, but the other grass Pokemon that I had, stage 1, was Lilligant, and it's not great. 70, and then it might keep them asleep. It's a 1 in 4 chance of keeping them asleep, or just confusing, and they can retreat out of confusion. Then I was going to put in Wishy-Washy and the ICU, but I didn't have a way of powering up the Wishy-Washy really quickly because I didn't get Raihan, like I said. And the ICU was good, but it again, it takes 3 energy, and it only protects itself from basic Pokemon. And with these evolution packs in the pre-release kit, we're gonna have full lines of stuff. So yeah, those are my decisions and my thoughts on this pre-release kit. I think I stand an okay chance. I don't play a lot of basics, I've realized. So I might mulligan quite a bit, and I might have trouble finding basics early on. We'll just have to see. Hopefully the consistency of all the supporters helps that out. But yeah, stay tuned. Next couple days, we'll have the match of Hunter and I. Final showdown, I guess it's called. And stay tuned for that.